It's recording.
Okay. All right. Anyway, back to what was I talking about? My breakfast and how I feel about high-speed blenders. So if you don't have any digestive issues, anything like that, get a high-speed blender. The reason why? Because it keeps the fiber in the fruit or the vegetables and it liquefies it. And your body can deal with that. When a person is like sick, ambulatory, hospitalized, just got out the hospital, you have digestive issues, colitis, Crohn's disease, hiatal hernia, acid reflux, whatever. Sometimes it's difficult for somebody with digestive issues to digest fiber. So I would recommend people that have some kind of digestive issue use a juicer. The juicer kicks the fiber to that little hopper on the side, and that would be best for people that have some kind of digestive issue. Use a juicer, not a high-speed blender. Okay. Probiotics. Okay, we need probiotics for life. You hear about antibiotics. You know, the doctors always want to put you on antibiotics. And antibiotics actually kills all the bacteria in the gut, good and bad. You know, you have problems, say diarrhea, things like that, when people are cleansing. It's basically because the cleanse has cleaned out all of the bacteria in the gut, the good and the bad. So you have to replace the good by using probiotics. So people that cleanse with me sometime, they never cleanse, and they say, well, my bowels is loose, and I say, okay, get some probiotics. I have Bifidobacillus or Acidophilus, either one. We have a product that have Acidophilus and Bifidobacillus together. You can take that while you're cleansing. It puts the good bacteria back in the gut, and you don't have that problem of loose bowels, because you need the good bacteria in there to fight all of these little parasites and all these other little crazy things that's in the body. Found throughout this system, mostly the colon, probiotics for roughly 75% of immunity. Okay? Just taking probiotics, you can really boost your immune system. You know, I use probiotics too. It's best to take them by themselves with no food, just water and the probiotics on an empty stomach or between meals. You know, you take it between meals or on an empty stomach. That's the best way to take probiotics. Okay, we talked about the anti and all of that. Emotional effects, okay? The stomach has 35 million tiny glands pouring out 2/3 quarts of juice every day. Emotions affect our stomach and these juices. If you keep your emotions in check when you're eating, you're going to have less problems. You know, distractions. I was talking about distractions, how you're eating in company with people. It's really, it affects digestion. Come on in. We're having a seminar talking about digestive health for energy, how you can improve your energy just by good digestive health.
I work at a hospital, sharp.
Okay, not a problem. Hey, we invite everybody.
I hear you. Understand.
Okay. Yeah,
but
well,
I'm looking for where Apple's going to be at 1 o'clock.
you might want to go to the front desk.
He had told me turn to the left to the...
Okay, that's the only other room over here, the one across the hall. But anyway, emotions have an effect. You know, a lot of people sometimes they say, you know, I feel good when I eat though. You know, they have these emotional problems, hormones out of balance, and they just eating. They say, but it makes me feel good or something when I eat. That's because they have an emotional imbalance, and that food is trying to feed toward that imbalance. But if it's not good, healthy food, you know, that has enzymes, all these vitamins and minerals, basically all they're doing is stuffing themselves with junk, and the emotions are still there. You're not going to get rid of them by eating yourself to death. Okay, do Nature's Sunshine have supplements to deal with emotions? But of course, Okay, I can tell you some ways that I dealt with some of my emotions and some situations that I've had to control my mood. Like I say, I'm into holistic and Chinese medicine. I also study, and at the top of that list, I say we're dealing with emotions before I even get into the supplements, is meditation. Meditation helps with stress. It will cut it tremendously and have an effect on your whole body that's unbelievable. Just meditating. You meditate?
No.
Okay, you've heard of it.
Yeah. How many minutes a day do you meditate?
Not every day. I use it as needed, you know, because I've done a lot of stuff in my life. I was in martial arts before. I practiced Qigong. That's part of not Tai Chi. That's part of the Tui Na that I was telling you about. Which is a massage technique. We use the Qi in the body. Qigong is like an exercise that we do also that helps with stress, mood. But meditation, when I first started, I was like 5 minutes. And I do what I call closet meditation. My wife probably can attest to this. I go and I close the door. We have a little walk-in closet. I have just enough room to put a little chair in there. And I sit down, and I'm also into Ayurvedic stuff, you know, different Indian methods. You've heard of yoga, where everybody's talking about yoga. I have a book on breathing, you know, that's part of yoga, but I focus more on the breathing. In the morning, I can close this nostril, breathe through the right nostril, exhale. That energizes you for the day. Do that maybe 10 times. Anytime before noon. If it's afternoon, in the evening, you do it through the left nostril. Close off the right. It helps in the evening to get the mood and the hormones in balance. And it also helps strengthen, yes, your lungs and that respiratory system. Do you smoke?
No, never have.
Oh, good deal. Some people that smoke, I tell them, all you do is breathe through your nostrils. You know, do the right in the morning, and in the evening, breathe through your left. When I'm meditating, I go in the closet, I shed it, it's completely dark. That's the best environment to meditate, when it's completely dark. Also to deal with stress. So what you're doing, you're trying not to think of stuff. I know your mind is going to be racing, all these thoughts going to be going through your mind. So sit there and do the breathing. If it's in the morning, breathe through the right. Just sit there. Put a timer or take your phone, set it for 5 minutes so you'll know exactly how much time you're in there. You know, and just breathe. If it's in the evening, do it through the left nostril. And just sit there and breathe and focus on that breathing. And that way, after a while, them thoughts and stuff will lessen and lessen and lessen. And when you come out of there, you're going to be able to go through your day. Boom. A lot less stress. A lot less. You can build yourself up to maybe 10 minutes. That's basically what I do now. If I'm feeling a little edgy, a little stressed, I'll do 10 minutes. I go in the closet and do 10-minute meditation. And that's what you're doing. You're doing the breathing, and you're trying not to think. You don't want thoughts in your mind. So you just focus on breathing. That's one way. There's a lot of different ways to meditate. You can meditate right here in this room where you're sitting, right there. All you have to do is blank everything out. You can focus on the spot, say on the wall or something, you can focus. And, people don't know what you're doing. You'd be right in public and you'd be meditating. And all you're doing is just trying to clear out everything around you. All you do is focus on the spot, on the wall. And you sit there for a little while. That's meditation. Qigong. Qigong is really the predecessor to Tai Chi. You've heard of Tai Chi, I'm sure. Qigong they used to do in China way before Tai Chi. And it's basically almost the same, different exercises. Tremendously help with stress. Deep breathing, I'm sure you heard that. You can do deep breathing. I'm to the point in my book that I have, this book I do alternate breathing. I inhale through the left, hold it, and exhale through the right. Then I inhale through the right, hold it, exhale through the left. That's going a little bit more advanced. Alternate breathing. Telling you, your lung capacity, if you don't have enough energy and stuff, your lung capacity is going to change. Just 10 times in the morning, 10 times in the evening. You will feel a difference. Now, other than just the free stuff, natural stuff you can do, you can get supplements, of course. And as a distributor, one of the best things for mood, especially people may be depressed, depression, sad moods, Mood Elevator. Mood Elevator is one of the best products I've seen out there to help mood, especially for depression. Master Gland is one that feeds the entire system, the entire endocrine system, okay? Most females, when I'm talking with them or helping them with something, I usually introduce them to Master Gland. You know, you don't get the highs, the lows, you know, sometimes they be way up here, then they be down there or something. I don't know, if you married?
Not this life.
Okay, you say not this life. Okay, well, sometimes, you know, females, because they're special, they have these hormonal changes and stuff. And Master Gland helps to balance it. It helps to balance it. And another product my wife actually was on called Natural Changes. Right, Betty? And tell them how you like Natural Changes. Did it help you?
It did help. It did help.
Yeah. It helps control the mood. It helps if you have highs, lows. Cynthia actually called me, and she was telling me that she couldn't make it. You know, her husband was here. She said she was taking her supplement. It's a friend of the family. She takes Natural Changes too. She just started kind of, and she was saying how good it made her feel, how much energy she has. So when you're giving your body, basically these products are giving your body the nutrients it needs, the vitamins, the minerals, the amino acids that the body needs to function. Because that's what the body needs to function. It's not just food, it's the source of food. And if your food doesn't have a high source, what I call nutrient dense, with vitamins and minerals, you're basically giving it junk. So, Live J is another product. It's been a while since I've done that, but usually maybe once a year, depending on how I feel, I'll do a cleanse with Live J. What it does is cleanses the liver. Someone that is like real angry, have a lot of anger or feels anger, you know, spells or whatever, Live J will cleanse that liver out. That means that liver is toxic. When you're angry and have a lot of anger, it will cleanse that liver out, and you will be so mild and so, you know, peaceful. It's unbelievable. If you were taking Live J, I had you on the cleanse, I could come and step on your toe, keep walking, and you'll say, "Hey, that guy stepped on my toe," but it wouldn't hurt you. It wouldn't hurt you. You wouldn't get excited and stuff. I know you're thinking, what? You wouldn't get excited. You would not. I've done that cleanse so many times. Like I say, maybe once a year I do the Live J cleanse, just to cleanse the liver. Because the liver has 400 functions in our body. And detoxifying it is big. It's big with detoxifying, getting all the junk and toxins out of our body. So a clean liver, you'll be a nice, peaceful person. St. John's wort is another one for mood, depression, or any other type of mood too. Real good.
I've heard that conflicts with some blood pressure medicine.
It does. That's possible. Possibly a lot of different supplements conflict with some pharmaceuticals. You have to work with someone like myself or someone that knows about herbs and pharmaceuticals too to avoid that. But another thing that we also recommend when people are on pharmaceuticals is don't take them together, because that's where the problem is going to happen. If you take them separate, you space them out maybe an hour or 2 hours apart, shouldn't have a problem, right? You give it a chance to go through your system without that pharmaceutical there, or you take that pharmaceutical without that herb being there, then you have a better way to gauge, okay, what's doing what. Okay? So that's what we recommend when you're on pharmaceuticals, taking different herbs. Hydrochloric acid. I could get into a lot on this. I'm not sure if this is a problem you have with hydrochloric acid, but a lot of people think when they have heartburn and all that they lack hydrochloric acid. No, you don't lack it. You don't have enough of it. Your body don't have enough of it. A lack of hydrochloric acid is basically protein malnourishment. Symptoms of people who have an imbalance of hydrochloric acid could be bloating, flatulence, heartburn, diarrhea, all of those. All of these could be some type of digestive issue or problem if you have any of these different symptoms. And like I said, it could be something just as little as you not having enough saliva to break down your mouth, you know, your food. Okay, natural support, of course, you got to have good diet, exercise, good water. Do you drink bottled water?
Yeah.
You do.
Just
What
like,
brand?
Mostly one you had, what's it?
Oh, Arrowhead?
Yeah.
Arrowhead?
Yeah.
Is this now this bottle was here, I wonder, is this mine? This not my water.
Not mine.
I saw it there and I was like, wait a minute, I drank some of mine. So I got to get my water. But how did you come about getting Arrowhead?
I came down with a condition that I really needed to have good water, I'll put it that way.
Okay, was it a kidney disease?
It was a chronic disease, I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. We can talk later about it if you want, you know, one-on-one. But yeah, water is important. The reason I drank Arrowhead was because I did a little research, and we have different people in our company that have different resources too. And one of our naturopaths, she had a machine that she could test the water, and Arrowhead had less dissolved solvents in it. If you didn't know, they put things in the water, of course, so we'd be able to drink it. And it had less amount of dissolved solvents in it, which is a good thing. Because water that has no solvents, no minerals, no nothing in it is distilled. And some people have the misnomer thinking, oh, that's what I should be drinking, distilled water. No, because distilled water don't have any minerals, anything. Just like a cleanse, it can have that effect on the body of cleansing you and possibly washing or getting rid of some of your good bacteria. So you do need some minerals in the water. So we say when you cleanse, that's a good time to use distilled water, because you're cleansing the body out, you're trying to flush stuff out. So that's the time I would say somebody use distilled water. Other than that, a good spring water is good. Arrowhead is a good choice. Any other good spring water. If you have a system, reverse osmosis is good. Okay. Do you own a home, apartment?
I'm staying with someone right now.
Oh, okay. Well, whenever you get to the point, if you have your own, it's best to have a filter. And that filter is a shower filter. More importantly than anything. More importantly than a filter on the sink, filter on the house, all of that, that don't matter. Because the biggest organ on our body is the skin. And if you shower and bathe every day, okay, this is being affected because chlorine is in the water. Just about every state in this nation, they have chlorine in it. Chlorine has tremendous effects negatively on the body. You might not notice it, because a lot of people have a lot of toxins and stuff going on in their body, so they might not notice it, but chlorine has a tremendous effect. When you get a filter and you're able to shower with a filter that takes out chlorine, you will notice the difference. Big difference in the way the water feels and everything, the way you feel. Yeah, my wife hadn't been using the filter. I don't know how have you felt, Betty, since you've been, almost 30 days using
it? It's different.
Yeah, using the filter. Yeah.
Because if you use it long enough and you try to revert back to the other water, it just doesn't work.
Well, you'll feel it because you know what? I can't go in pools and I can't go in jacuzzis because it has chlorine in it. That's the main thing they use to detoxify and kill stuff in water. It's chlorine. I'm not saying that's the best thing, but that's the thing that they use in the U.S. And when I go in, one time I just missed the jacuzzi. So I'm like, oh, I want to go to the jacuzzi, So I went in the jacuzzi. I said, I'm going to stay at least 15 minutes. It took me a lot of time myself. Forcing myself staying there. I'm like, oh, man. When I got out, oh man, I felt like a sack of potatoes. I was so heavy. My body was like, I couldn't hardly move it. It's like I was drained, like it sucked all the energy out of me. I was like, wow, you got to be kidding me. For about a day, I was somewhat like sick because my body was like, I was like tired. And it just sucked everything out of me, and I just didn't feel right from having that chlorine in me because I had, who knows when, I went in a jacuzzi. So that's just another thing on water to think about. Fiber, of course, is very important. We talked a little bit about fiber. Fiber helps in the colon to clean them out. It actually cleanses the colon, If you look at a pipe, when we're doing, I used to be a plumber, and stuff get caked on the wall, in sewage. And same thing in your body, in your colon. Stuff get caked on the wall. You can't, water can't just push all of that stuff out. So you need something that's able to scrub and get those stuff off the intestine wall. Fiber helps, but they have herbs, special herbs that also do that. Some of the products I'll talk about a little later called the Tau Heat Cleanse, the Liquid Cleanse do that. They have herbs in there that actually scrub the colon wall. That's why I'm not really a proponent of colonics. Because colonics just shoot water through the pipe, through the system. Okay, it gets the loose stuff. But what about the stuff that's caked hard? Because, I've went and had to clean out pipes that was calcified, calcium and other hard minerals all in there. And yeah, I don't care how much water you're shooting through there. When that calcium and the minerals build up in there, it's blocked. And it's the same way in your body. When you're eating all this junk, all that colonic is going to do is just push the loose stuff through. Same thing with X-Lax. When people, I'm constipated, X-Lax just goes through and it funnels through the colon and it just pushes the loose stuff. All the other stuff is on the colon wall. That's why all the toxic, hard stuff that's really doing damage to you is still there. So that's why you need herbs that scrub the colon wall in a cleanse. Stuff like LBS2, Cascara sagrada, and we have them in these different products. So we talk about water, fiber, okay. So here's one of our products, Clean Start. We have another one back there. Betty, you could get the liquid cleanse. That's the cleanse. Have you ever cleansed before?
Yeah.
You have?
Well, I had to for colonoscopy or whatever.
Oh, okay. So you did colonoscopy. You did it just to go through that process.
Right.
So are you saying the hospital or whatever gave you something to cleanse, or did you do something on your own?
The hospital gave me something to cleanse.
Oh, okay, that probably wasn't a cleanse. Was that the liquid you drink and they say you hold in your body? Yeah. Okay, whatever. That has to do with them being able to take a good picture in there and all of that stuff. No. The liquid cleanse, and Betty can show you, if you never cleanse as good as